Hello, my people. How are you doing? I hope you are doing fine. You know, so guys, there is this video I always wanted to to just you know to take. There is this video I always wanted to bring here in my channel so that I can educate people, so that people can know how people or how people live and survive in Europe, from my own point of, from my own point of view. So, guys, maybe it's not the exactly how it is to all the people, but most of the people who live in Europe, guys. So, I want you to listen and listen very well. And if you know something similar to what I'm talking about, you can just keep thumbs up, you know. And by the way, first of all, if you have not subscribed, please do so before we just start um, with our video, So guys, please subscribe, subscribe, please. Help me reach 2000, at least 2000 subscribers. As you can see over there, I am just swimming there with 1000 and 1300, 1200. If it's not, it has not reached 1300 even. It's 1100 and something, So please help me reach 2000 subscribers and I will be so thankful. Help me reach 2000 subscribers before New Year, guys. You know. So please. Today is on 23rd, We have like 7 days, to New Year's Eve, So please help me reach 2000 subscribers before that. Thank you so much and thank you in advance. So guys, let's start this without further ado. So guys, there is someone who was wondering and who was just pestering me every time that they want some help from me because I live in Europe. Guys, let me be very clear here. You know, we live in Europe, we work in Europe, but guys, life isn't that easy. Life isn't that soft. This is not soft life. We have to struggle, wake up very early in the morning. Today I was discussing my routine, my daily routine with my family. I was telling one of them that I just wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, and that is a routine. I have to um, I have to switch my alarm to 6 o'clock every day. So um, my alarm clicks, or yeah, my alarm already okay. It's already set. It's already set every day at 6 o'clock. So when it rings at 6 o'clock, I know I have to wake up, and I know I don't have to put another blanket on myself. So I know that I have to wake up with an immediate effect. So without that, guys, without that, I will not make it. Because here in Europe, during cold seasons, it's so hard to wake up. You struggle waking up in the morning. You just struggle because you don't feel like going out of the blanket. Outside is very cold. Even if it's in the room, okay, you have the heater, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. The temperature which is in the house is a little bit uncomfortable. So Early in the morning, 6 o'clock, when the alarm rings for you to wake up, you just open your hair. Okay, you open your face like that, and you feel like, no, 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 I can't do this, yeah. And that's why you see many of the, okay, many of us, when I say many of us, I mean the migrants, the people who are from other countries, who are here from other countries, and some of them forget that we came here to look for green pastures. But yeah, when you come here, you just lazy around, and I don't say many of them, I just say some. Let's say some of them, because I know some of them. I know one or two of them. I just met some time back, you know, and they started explaining to me why they are not working, why they are idle, why they are like this, a lot of excuses. But it's their own important excuses, not mine, you know. My thing is to work. I don't choose work, but provided I have to work with my hands, I don't choose work. I just work and get my money, and I have peace, you know. So, guys, let's start with my daily routine. First of all, I am living and working in Germany, that is in Europe, and I came here way back 2010, but briefly at the end of 2009, in December, I came to Germany, and my daughter was 5 years old. She was small. So when we came here, it was very cold. Of course, it was December. It was very cold, and at that time, things were very tough, and things um, were not easy. You know, speaking about the language barrier, and also a small kid. My daughter was 5, and at that time, she was not allowed to enter the first class. So what she could have attended was only kindergarten. And at that time in December, it's very hard to get a place in kindergarten. When you want to get a place for your child in a kindergarten, you have to search that one for uh, early in advance, like 1 year before that. You have to search for a place for your kid in kindergarten. It's hard to find a kindergarten so quick. So I had to stay home with my child, and we stayed until 2010 in March, somewhere there, end of March. And then we were very bored, and it was boring normally. Because in my land, in my country, I was used to working. I had a cyber cave for myself. I was self-employed. I had a cyber cave, sorry, and just a small coffee shop, you know. So I was used to working every time in my country. So when I stayed here for those months from December to March, the next year, I was so bored, and I did not know what to do, just waking up, washing and cleaning the house, and cooking, taking care of the child. It was so tiresome. Okay, not tiresome. That was my job. That was the job I was doing, besides my self-employment, But doing it as a main job is kind of boring, So the same things every day. So I just discussed with my ex-husband that time, and I told him that we want to go back to our country a little bit, and then he can continue looking for a place in kindergarten for my daughter. And when we get the place, when he gets the place, then he will contact us back home and tell us, then we can come back again. And at that time, knowing that my child has a place in a kindergarten, I can just start looking for a job, because I could not look for a job with a child at home. You can't. You are not supposed to work. How can you work with a small child, 5 years old? It's not allowed. And okay, when she's visiting a kindergarten, you are allowed to work. You can work at least like a mini job, or at least like from 8 o'clock to 12. When you bring your kid to kindergarten at 8, you can go to work and then come direct from work and pick her from the kindergarten. That is possible. But at that time, we did not find any place for my daughter yet. And I had to stay at home full time with her. I can't leave her alone. Is here in Germany, you cannot leave a small child in the apartment alone. It's very risky, and is punishable. It's punishable if the child touches somewhere, or maybe lights some fire in the apartment, and the whole apartment goes to blazes, and the child is inside. That's very punishable. It's not recommended. So I had to remain with her in the house. That's why it was so boring for me. So guys, then where was I? Then we returned in March, end of March, to my country, and we stayed there till, I think, till summertime. Then my ex-husband sent me or called me and told me that he found a place for a kindergarten, and then we can come back to Germany. So we just prepared ourselves and what and what. In fact, I had no feelings for coming back, because at home I was self-employed, and here, knowing that I have to come and start struggling with the language, struggling with making friends, new friends, leaving my friends back and making new friends and what have you, every time. And when you are at home in your country, you get a lot of help from your family. Like when my daughter was small, I got a lot of assistance. Like my family can help me with my daughter. Could have helped me with my daughter, sometimes bring her to kindergarten, took her from kindergarten when I was self-employed, okay, when I was working. So that was not a big deal. But here, you don't know nobody, you know, you just know yourself, your husband, and the kid. So it means that you have to make friends. You have to search for friends, people who are kind and whatever, who wants to make friends. If they want to make any new friends, that is because some of the people here are very closed, like we say, very shut down, closed. Yeah. Closed is the word. They don't like opening up to new things or to new friendship, to new people, you know. They are just focused on themselves. So guys, sorry. So guys, then I said, okay, I decided, okay, it's no problem. It's just a challenge. And if you want to succeed in life, you have to accept challenges, and you have to accept new things. You have to accept new life and new, new environments in order to prosper, in order to yeah, to make it in life. You have to accept new things, new ideas, yeah, new life, new environment, as I said before. So we came back again. My daughter went to join a kindergarten, and I started immediately looking for a job. I tell you guys, if you are determined to work, yeah, and you are decided to work, you are set up, you know, and you say that you want to work, you are motivated. Guys, it's not hard. It's not hard to find a job in Germany. It's very easy, of course. You can just even search for a job and get the job the same day, even within some minutes. It doesn't take a century to get a job here. You can find a job and get it just in some minutes. It's that easy. So I started looking for jobs, and someone without a very advanced German language, you have to just look um, for jobs like in hotels, because in hotels you can speak English, it's allowed. You can speak English and you can work, you know, places like those ones where the German language is not a must to, but in fact, it is recommended and is wise to speak German. But if you want to, you have the permission to work and you want to earn some money immediately, even English can too, English is also um, accepted here in this country. So I just started looking for jobs in hotels and whatever, and I got a job in an hotel, So like housekeeping. Housekeeping is making the beds, cleaning the reception, cleaning the corridors, cleaning the rooms, I said again, making beds, and things like that, is everything to do with cleaning and arranging the rooms, you know. So, and making the beds, housekeeping is in that category of duties. So, guys, I got, and that job, housekeeping job, you don't have to be experienced to work in an hotel as an housekeeper, you know. That they say you learn by doing. So that is a job which you learn by doing, you know. Someone comes around, shows you what to do, this and that and that. Someone shows you like 2 to 3 rooms, what to do, and then they give you one room to do by yourself while they are watching you, and then they will correct you where you go wrong. They will tell you, here you forgot this, and here you forgot this, and here you forgot to do this and that. And then within some hours, within 2 hours, you are done. You know everything. Hmm? You know how to do it by yourself. So that's very easy. And those are very easy jobs, by the way. If you know that, okay, if you think that you can forget, you can also watch a little bit online, what people do in housekeeping, in hotels, in housekeep by housekeeping jobs, what they do, what they clean, what they do, the process. You can watch there, and then you have a know how to do things in an hotel. It's not hard. So if you want to work, you can start with housekeeping here. You can start working, guys. It's not hard. It's not hard. Don't be scared of working. It's not hard. And by the way, nobody is will come watching you and saying that she did this, she did that. No, you are working, and there is only one manager coming, maybe the manager, yeah, coming, manager for housekeeping coming and controlling, and they will tell you just kindly that, okay, here you forgot to do this and that. Please, can you do it again? Then you will do it. It's no problem. And always, I tell you, always, if you want to succeed, and if you want the people, the the colleagues to like you, just do what they say, because they can't force you, and they can't tell you something which is not necessary. They will just tell you something. They are grown-ups there. There is no kid there. They are grown-ups like you. So they will just tell you, here you made some mistake, and here we do this and that and that. They will tell you what they do normally, and then you can follow them. Don't just go there and start having this big-headed, being a big-headed fellow. No, that will not work with the people. That will not work. They will separate you, and you'll start feeling lonely, because the way they will treat you, they will just forget about you, because maybe they told you to do something or not to do something, and you did not listen. You just showed them you know better. So they will be leaving you just at the corner, you know and even if you have done a mistake, they will not show you, and they will not alert you. So if you want to be friends to co-workers, please be kind, you know and accept learning. Learn from them. Learn from them. If they tell you, we do this and that, say, okay, I will do it. Don't just bring your arrogance, and that, yeah, okay, we accept. It's possible in your country. You were a bank manager or somewhere. You were working somewhere where you have you have an hierarchy, but when you reach here, because of the language barrier, my friend, you are just there from zero. You are there from zero. You are starting there from zero. So just accept learning, you know. Accept learning, accept orders, accept corrections, and you'll start seeing that everybody favors you, because you want to learn, you are eager to learn, you are eager to receive corrections, you are ready. I mean, you are ready to receive corrections, and you are, what can I say? You are happy, a happy person. Don't just stand there and like gloomy, like something like that. They will not understand your situation. They will think that you are annoyed, angry, bored, you don't want to work or something. Just be a charming person, be happy. Even if you are not happy, just be like a flower, you know, open up like a flower, and everything will be fine for you in this country, guys. So let's see what questions I received here. So number one, do people sleep hungry in Europe? So that was the question. Do people sleep hungry? It what I don't understand, but I understand my way. So do people sleep hungry? Here in Germany, you cannot sleep hungry, by the way. There is a lot of food, a lot of food. You can't sleep hungry. You know, maybe if you are, otherwise, if you are a stupid person or something, or maybe you don't know what to do in your life. You don't know what to do with your life. So I'm not trying to be arrogant, but I'm trying to explain something so that someone can understand. So, food is plenty in Germany. Food is very plenty, and you can't sleep hungry, of course. If you if you are new in Germany, it means that there is someone who brought you here, and you have connections with people who brought you here. You can't just board a plane and come to Germany just like that. It means that you have connections with people. So sleeping hungry, you can't sleep hungry because those people who invited you or those connections you have, ask them to show you the um, there is a there is an embassy, but that's not a good idea. There is an office in every town of Germany. There is an office, there is a social office in every town of Germany, and there you can ask for advice. You know, there is a governmental office, main office, where you can ask for anything you want to know, like advice, like help, food. You can't sleep hungry in Germany because they first of all they throw a lot of food, a lot of you know like where I was working in an hotel, they used to throw a lot of food, a lot of good food in the dustbins. You can see that the food was like buffet in the morning, breakfast buffet, and is left. Nobody finished the food, so and nobody will eat that food. They don't warm any food for the for the people again. So they just throw the food in dustbins, and that food is very fresh. It's very, very fresh. So some people just go there and collect food. They collect bread, they collect food, fresh food, not damaged food. Those are fresh foods. And there is a special um, food distributor or food tafel. I don't know how it is called in English. There is a place where you can that's why I was talking about a social governmental office where you can ask for any advice. They will tell you, they will give you advice. Even if it's food, they will tell you where to go and take free food, which is cooked already fresh, not this one which is thrown away, which is already cooked and which is waiting for people to come and eat. Because there are these people, street people, those who don't have anywhere to sleep or to, yeah, you understand, the street people. So there is somewhere where they cook a lot of food for these people, generally for the people who cannot afford food. So you can just ask and go there and have very fresh food for free. Eat your food, even if you just want to go in the morning, afternoon, and evening. They cook every time of the okay necessary where how when they take food normally, breakfast, lunch, dinner, you can just attend those during those hours and get free food. So you can't sleep hungry in Germany. And also friends, maybe friends who brought you in Germany, the people who you have connection with, you can eat from them, because food in Germany is not a big deal. So number two, how do you survive while searching for a job? How do you survive? Surviving is like the way I told you, you can eat from those um, free, from those social places where they cook food for the street people, or you can contact the people who are responsible for your stay here. They will help you, they will direct you, help you, and tell you where to go and get some help, or show you how to apply for social services, so it's not hard. And by the way, job, you can get a job like the way I was telling you about hotel job. And if you don't know German language, you can get an hotel job, and from that hotel job, ask your colleagues or co-workers. There are so many people who understand English in an hotel. Or ask your manager, the housekeeping manager or the manager who is responsible for your job in the hotel. Ask them. Many of them know how to help the people from other countries. So just ask. Don't be shy. Ask for some help. Ask your co-workers also. Maybe you'll just go there, have be very lucky and meet someone from your country, so that you can get a lot of help from them. So number three, can one fail to get a job? No, you can't fail to get a job if you are motivated, if you want to work. You know, if you want to work, you can't fail. You, of course, the way I was telling you, like I said before, you'll get a job within some minutes, you know, provided you search online for jobs. You can also search from the magazines, the daily magazines, the daily paper, the daily paper. You can search jobs. They have jobs at the back of the paper. So there are a lot of vacancies. So you can just look there and just note some telephone numbers and ask someone who is near you who understands German what kind of jobs are those, or whether you are capable of working with, if you have no German language, enough German language. So you can ask. Okay, who is entitled to work? Who is entitled to work? If I'm not mistaken, it means that who has a work permit in Germany, who has a work permit, who is permitted to work. So if you have a work permit, of course you can work. There is no problem, provided you are not um, asylum, a refugee. Provided you are not a refugee, you can work immediately, and provided you are not a student. Okay, but then again, there are student jobs if you are a student. If you came here as a student, first of all, just relax. First, um, start your school first, and then with time you start looking for a job, because there are student jobs also. Students are allowed to work also, provided you go to school and you don't miss your lessons because you are working. No, don't do that. It's better to miss your job because you are learning if you came with a student visa. But don't miss your classes because you are working. Because working is not what brought you here, and working is not what is in your the visa. So guys, um and another thing is, if you are married here, just like me, I was married in Germany and now I'm divorced. It's not a big deal, provided I got a work permit. So if you are married here, you just get immediately the work permit, immediately, without any questions. So, and your work permit, you can't ask, where is my work permit? Your work permit is already in this card. Here, on the top of this card is written here. If you look very carefully, this is my what do we call it? My permit, my permit of stay, of staying. So at the back of it, it is written Erwerbstätigkeit erlaubt or gestaltet. And that is here, is written here at the top of your card here, at the top. So that means that you can work. So you don't have to ask. You have to look at your card here at the top and see whether it is written already. So you can work. And a refugee, of course, a refugee, you are not supposed to work. You are not allowed to work immediately. First of all, you have to show that you can learn as a refugee, yeah. You can show that you can learn. First, learn the language, apply for some more learning. If you want to learn a profession, it will be a very nice process for you if you are a refugee to first learn, and then the you can have the permission to work, you know. And if you are a refugee, you don't have to worry about where to stay. You don't have to worry about what to eat, because everything is catered for. You live in a refugee camp, and you can, there are people who are responsible for you, who come there, social workers who come and give advices, ask questions if you have problems, and you can explain to them. Open up. Here in Germany, you need to open up. No secrets. You don't have to keep your secrets and the secrets kill you. Don't wait for your secrets to kill you. Just tell people. There are so many people who are ready here to help people, you know, and especially social workers, they can help you. And even if you are facing difficulties from your home, from your land, depressions, there are people who can advise you, who can sit you down, advise you, give you courage, give you motivation, you know, show you a reason to live, not to live, to live, give you a life, give you a reason to live. So, guys, don't be scared and don't shy off. Don't pretend that you know better. In this country, you will be an enemy. If you pretend that you know better, if you don't want to learn, if you don't want corrections, you know, you'll be always against, everybody will be always against you, and you will find that life is so hard in Europe. But it is not in reality. It is not. Only that you did not open up, you did not be ready for corrections. Yeah. You did not show people that you can learn, you know. So guys, it's simple. It's very easy to live here. Very easy. And even if people don't want to be friends, just stay neutral, stay kind, just work for yourself if you have to, if you have the permission to, you know, and everything will be fine. It'll be just fine. So guys, do you have any other question? Because I was coming now to my last point. My last point is, you know that our people in back in our country, in our countries, I mean, they think that when we are here in Germany or in Europe in general, in the USA, in Canada, in Dubai, in Qatar, you name them, all those um, countries. They think that money grows on trees. For example, my late father, thought that I get a lot of money. Money is growing from trees here and in the streets. They spread money all over. Your work is just to collect them, put them in your pocket. No, that is not the real thing, guys. If you see me dressed up, if you see me coming for holidays, if you see me building my own house in my own country, guys, it's not, I did not collect this money from the streets. I did not pluck this money from trees. I worked. I woke up 6 o'clock in the morning, with that cold, with that weather, with that cold weather, with that minus temperatures. I mean, with those minus temperatures, with that rain, with that snow, you know, and went to work. And I came in the evening. I came back home in the evening at around 7 or even 8 in the evening, you know, with that weather, with the same weather from Monday to Friday, and sometimes from Monday to Saturday, because I wanted a life. I wanted to change my history. I wanted to change the life of my kids, the life of my kid, so that she will have it a little bit better, a little bit softer than what I went through as a child, you know. Because if I remember very well, I had only one dress when I was a child. And this dress was the multi-purpose one, you know, was my Sunday best, was my school uniform, was my home attire, all in one. I had no shoes from baby to class 4. I had no shoes of my own. Just think about it. Think about it. It's very hard. It's very hard, I tell you. I think that's where I got this this shopping mood, because I have thousands of shoes. I have millions of clothes. I don't even know my clothes. I have a lot. I have a lot, and I give away a lot. I give away a lot of clothes. By the way, if you are in need of clothes, you just write me there. Email me or write me wherever. I will just take care of that because I have a lot of clothes to give. Children's clothes, adults, provided you are from size S, M, L, that size. Just tell me. Jackets, I have a lot. So just email me, text me, I will see what to do. Then, guys, if I remember how I was when I was a child, that makes me not to tire. That makes me not to lazy around. That makes me to wake up, even if it's 6 o'clock in the morning, even if it's cold, even if it's snowing, even if it's raining. So I don't mind about it. Provided I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to come here with my money, So that's not a big deal. I have come from afar, and waking up from 6 o'clock in the morning is not a big deal. It's not hard for me. I can do that, and I'm strong enough to do that. So guys, those people, those family members who are sitting in my country or in your country, in our countries, waiting for us to work so hard and send them money. So they should know that we face a lot of, difficulties here. It's not because, it's just because there are jobs here. There is money. Of course, when I say jobs and money, I mean if you work, you must be paid. You can't work for nothing here. It's not like in my corrupt country where you work for 30 days and if you are fired, you don't get anything. That's illegal here. That's not hard. That one is not hard here. So if you have worked 100%, you are going to receive your payment. Even if even if you don't like the job anymore, you'll get your money. You will get your money. And there are a lot of jobs here. There is nothing to be scared of. Like being scared that you'll end up jobless, being scared that you will not get a job. Here you get a job so easily and you earn your money so easily, provided you are not lazy, you'll get your money, So the difference between here and my country is that here you get a job within minutes of searching, and that is a legit. If you work, you are paid, and you can't be fired so easily. Only that if you don't like the job and quit the job, then it's okay. If you have another job, if you have another new job, you can quit the old one if it's not pleasing you, or if you have got a better one, you can quit the old one. Here you can have 2 jobs if you want. In fact, more than 2 jobs if you want, provided one is the main job and the other 2 are mini jobs, like small jobs. You can have that. You can work. That is the difference between here and my country. And my country, you can't quit a job. If you are fired, then it's so hard. Sometimes it's very hard to be paid, or you just get there out without any penny, and then you have difficulties in finding another job. You can't have two jobs at the same time or three. Okay, you can have, but if the boss finds out, then you are in a hot soup. It's not necessary. You know, payment is also not so good. Mhm. That's very difficult. That's very difficult. And also, you can get, okay, you can be educated in my country, but fail to get a job. Mhm. Or tarmac until your shoes are finished, you know, in order to get a job. That's very depressing. That's very depressing. And here, guys, we face depressions also, loneliness, depressions, you know, because of work, pressure, discipline. If it's this time, it's this time. If you have to reach work at 7:30, it's that time. That is pressure. Yeah. Work, 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 work. Because here we are paid um, like hourly, you know. You are paid hourly. The hours you have worked. So you see, that's why there must be discipline and pressure also. But otherwise, if you are not lazy, everything is smooth. Everything is just good. Because at the end of the day, you know what you are there for, and you know that you'll earn your money. And then during the weekend, you have your free time. You can wash, you can sleep, you know, you can iron your clothes, you can relax like me, yet now relaxing here in front of my computer and talking to you guys, you know, because I have my holiday now. But I worked till today. So I work in a school and I got now my holiday because the schools have Christmas holidays. So I have to take an holiday also. So I'm so glad that I will be having Christmas holidays too and relaxing a little bit to start again in January. January is not very far away, but if you say starting again in January, it sounds so, oh, January, it sounds very far, but it's not very far, guys. It's a matter of days, like 8 days or something, 8, 9, you know, it's not far. So, guys, that's how life is. We get also depressions because of 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, and loneliness because here, in fact, when I came here, there was a certain lady from my country, but she's not straightforward, you know. And I wonder why only people from my country are not um, are not, what do we call, umoja. They don't have unity. They don't have unity. When I came here, you can I was walking on the streets sometimes and heard people speaking Swahili, you know, and if you say hi to them, they just say hi. And if you meet them the next day or another time, they just look at you like this and go away, you know. They don't say anything and they don't bother to ask you, oh, I remember you from here and that and that. You know, they just walk away. They are not, or just they, or you will say to them, because you understand that they have spoken Swahili, you'll say hello to them. Where do you come from? Which part of Kenya do you come from? And they will just, they will talk to you just like normal, just like normal person, like they know you from somewhere, you know, like they don't show any surprise, or they don't show any friendliness, you know, like, hello, how are you, where do you come from, or yeah, do you come also from Kenya, like things like that, you know. No, they just say hello. And then, yeah, I heard you speaking Swahili. Which part of Kenya do you come from? Yeah, we come from Nairobi. And then it's just like that, normal, just like that. We come from Nairobi. And you? From Mombasa. Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you. And they just walk away. They don't, yeah, they don't show like the way we do it in my country, like, where do you come from, like, no, here is everything is just cool, just cool. And that is just people from my country, they don't have any unity. So this lady, when I came and met this lady from Kenya, she uh, she cheated me, she conned me, she, I don't know, she brainwashed me, she misdirected me. Before I could realize, it was a bit of a time, you know. Then I realized that she was just misdirecting me in some things, you know, because I had some problems during my divorce, and I needed someone to direct me, or just to advise me what to do here and there, and which papers to search for, you know, how to defend myself in court and everything like that. Because she knew everything, and she had divorced already. She was here before me. So it means that she knows everything. So she did not help me. Instead, she wanted me to be deported, or in other words, to just go back, you know, because she meant, okay, it, the way she was taking the thing, the way she was understanding the whole issue is like, the way she was putting the whole issue is like, um, yeah, you have nothing else to do, you have to accept and go back to Kenya. It's like something like that. But I tell you, I went to this social, as I told you, I went to this social office where they normally help people for free. You don't have to pay any cent if you have a problem. If you are from other from another country and you have a problem, you don't have to pay any single cent. Yeah, in this social office where there are social workers working there, they will help you very truly, faithfully, honestly. You know, they will advise you what to do. They will advise you which papers to search for to defend yourself in court. They will give you advice. They will even go to an extent to give you, to direct you to the best lawyer, so that you can tell the lawyer your problems, and you can tell the lawyer your case, you know. So those people helped me, not this woman from Kenya. Those people helped me, and she knew everything. And later she saw that I won. I was not deported. I won already. And then she came to me. I did not show her any ill motive. I did not show her any ill feelings. I just accepted her like a friend. And later, with time, because of, I had this mentality from my own country that we can have friends from our countries. When we come here, we can have friends from people from our countries. But sometimes it's not true. Sometimes it's not healthy. It's not healthy to just come here, meet people here who comes from your country and start making friends. It's not healthy sometimes, let me tell you, because some people are toxic and some people are jealous. They don't want you a newcomer, they don't want you to just to over I don't know what they what really what I can really put it, overpower you or over, you know, be of any value, you know. So that was the woman. That was this woman. And then later when I won the case, she came to me and she wanted to be friends with me. I did not deny that. We just continued talking, you know, and making our parties, like when she has a birthday, when I have a birthday, like things like that. We just celebrate together. And then later I got a boyfriend, a new boyfriend. Later she came and I realized later they were talking behind my back. They were making arrangements with my boyfriend behind my back, making making plans for dates, you know, dating. But they did not date, but they were just writing messages. They were writing messages to each other, you know, because we had a misunderstanding. My boyfriend and I had a misunderstanding. And then this time she took that opportunity to start communicating with him behind my back, you know. So that's when I realized this woman is not a friend. This woman is not a friend. This is a snake, you know. This is a snake. So I just said, I have to separate myself from a snake before the snake bites me. Sorry. I have to separate myself from this snake before it bites me. So I just separated myself from that snake. She was a really dangerous, poisonous snake. So I did not tell her anything. I did not quarrel with her. You know, I did nothing, but I did something. I kept quiet and I stopped communication with her. I stopped every communication. So she was surprised. All of a sudden, I was not texting her, calling her, or something like that. Till today, it is now like, um, I think 4 years. 4 years. We are not talking. 4 years. And I'm fine. I don't miss her. I'm fine. I don't miss her company. I'm just fine. When I see her in town passing, she's so embarrassed. But I ask myself, for what? Why are you embarrassed? For what? She's so embarrassed, you can see that she goes like, yeah, you know, she escapes. When she sees me, she escapes. That's the guiltness in her. That's the guiltness in her. Because she knows that I did not, now it came to a point where I did not want to entertain any nonsense. So I just cut every communication with her. She just kept writing to me and asking some things, and I just responded accordingly and kept quiet. If she asked me about where she can find someone to move her belongings, one time she was moving house, I just directed her. I gave her the number of my uh, the one who moves me, every time. And I kept quiet. I did not want any communication with her. If she asks me for help, I'll just tell her how what to do, but I don't want any communication with her. So that was the that was the case. That was the case. So guys, thank you so much for listening to me. And I know that every time, all the time I was talking when I was facing my video, I did not face the camera, but I'm so sorry about it. And but I know that you understood what we go through here, you know. So guys, have a very lovely Christmas days. Have a very lovely Christmas days. No, that is not the correct English. Have very lovely Christmas days, and let's meet in the next video, guys. And before you go away, don't forget to subscribe, please. As I told you, I want only 2K subscribers before New Year, you know. So guys, please do it, do it, so that you can get a lot of motivation from my videos, because I'm now trying to motivate people. And if you have a journey to come to Europe, just and you don't know what to do, you don't know which papers to look for, you don't know where to start, just text me and I will be so glad to advise you accordingly. I'm here to advise you. I'm not like my snake friend there. So don't hesitate to ask for help from me. Just text me, email me, leave a comment. But before that, please subscribe. Subscribe, and let's see us in the next video. If you have questions, just ask here and I will reply you in the next video, guys. So thank you so much and have a very lovely Friday afternoon, and God bless you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.